What's up, everybody? It's time for another convenience store tour in Tokyo, Japan. Welcome to Japan, home of top-notch convenience stores. These places got a whole lot of delish foods to try out, so let's go inside and give it a go. Now what do we got over here? We got the frozen foods section, seems pretty promising. And wow, they've got them some frozen okonomiyaki, they've got them some frozen gyoza, and they've got them some frozen takoyaki. It seems like this frozen food department has some serious face-feeding potential, so let's take a closer look at this takoyaki. And wow, just wow, looks to me like those are some pretty nice octopus balls, some decent octopus balls. These seem mighty tempting, but I want to see what other options they got around here. I noticed something in the back that looked like a hamburger, so let's check that out. And whoa, this ain't just any hamburger we got our hands on here. This right here is a rice burger. It looks like the bun's made from rice and the filling's made from steak, and I think that's a real nice meal. I almost want to buy that, but truth be told, I've got something else in mind today. Fact of the matter is, I want to get me some DIY ramen action popping off. I mean, in the previous episode, one of my badass subscribers commented that I should try out some convenience store ramen. I thought that was a pretty buckwild idea. I mean, fact of the matter is, ramen restaurants are so good in Japan, I've never actually had instant ramen here. Well, that all ends now, because today is changing day in our lives. We're gonna get us some sweet, sweet ramen action going down. So here we got some chicken ramen, and after that we got the four main categories of ramen. First up we got some shoyu ramen, aka soy sauce based ramen. Next we got the shio, aka the salt, which also happens to be my least favorite, and next is the miso. I thought for a second that package was upside down, but I was wrong, dead wrong. I guess I'm just delirious with hunger over here. Anyway, miso's probably my favorite of the four main varieties of ramen, but last up we got some tonkotsu. This is probably my second favorite variety. It's made from some pork bone broth action. At least that's what the word on the street is, but hey, I ain't no ramen expert or nothing. Now they got more varieties of noodles here, but I think I'm gonna go stir crazy if I keep looking at all this stuff, so I'm just gonna settle on this tonkotsu and put it into my cart. Now I assume this instant ramen comes with some flavor packs inside, but I wanna find me some fixins to add to this as well. So here we got some pickled ginger, which is okay, but it wasn't exactly what I had in mind, so let's see what else we got around here. Now here we got some marinated eggy wigs, and that right there is a classic ramen ingredient, so I think I best be putting that into my cart. So let's see what other kind of ingredients they got around here. And check this out, baby cakes, it looks like we got some cabbage kimchi and some cucumber kimchi in this place. That's a pretty tempting ingredient, but I want to see what other options they got around here. Can you blame me? And whoa, looks like they got some Menma action over here, also known as fermented bamboo shoots. I'm thinking that right about now I not only want some Menma action in my life, but I also need it, so you best believe I'm gonna add that to my cart. So now we're all set with a ramen, and I think that all I need now is a beverage, an alcoholic beverage to be exact. Now I see I've tried the 3 craft beers on the left, but I have not tried the 2 on the right, so let's take a closer look at those. I just gotta turn that label around over here. I'm feeling OCD as fuck today, and let's check out these frog microbrewed beers. Now I see this label's got a frog chillaxing on the top of a stack of books reading a book. I don't exactly know what's going on with this label. I think it must be some kinda Eastern thing. Let's check out this other beer over here. The title of this beer is For You and Me, and as you can see, the label here also's got a frog on it. Looks like that frog is standing on top of some buildings. What is this, some kind of new age shit? Let's see what they got in the back of this can, so let's turn that puppy around, and oh my dogs, we got another artwork with a frog staring up into the sky. Shit's getting crazy around here, but I think I'll add that beer to my cart nonetheless, and now it's time to head back to my apartment. So I sprinted on back to my humble abode and started savagely ripping into that plastic bag, getting out the contents. So first up we got the Tonkotsu ramen, and it's looking oishi as fuck. Next up we got that microbrewed beer. Let me just place that down, and whoa, what the fuck? Thing was getting slippery on me. Next up we got that Menma, and of course we've got the eggy wigs, so let's scope out this situation and figure out our plan of attack. Now I suppose the first step would be to cook up that ramen, and I can only imagine it doesn't take a damn rocket scientist to figure out how to do that. So let's look at the back here. They've got 4 different instructions on how to cook ramen. What the hell is this, amateur hour? It's kinda hard to imagine how there could be more than one step. Step 1, cook the fucking ramen. Step 2, eat that ramen. Step 3, are you still reading this right now? In other words, I'm gonna cook that ramen whichever way I please, and while I wait for that water to heat up, I'm gonna put that beer back into the fridge. Gotta keep that puppy chilled. Next up, let's check out that Menma action. Now upon second look at that packaging, I could see that this was not just any old Menma. This right here was spicy Menma. That's a good thing, because I love to amp up the flavor from time to time, so let's try one of these pieces of Menma out. And wow, that is some top-notch Menma, if I do say so myself. It's soft and crunchy with a slightly salty, slightly spicy flavor popping off. Next up, it's time to liberate these eggy wigs, so let's try to open this thing, and what the hell, the damn thing's hard to open. I mean, normally I'd just go apeshit on this thing and savagely chimp it open, but in this case I don't want any of that soy sauce flying all over the place, so let me get some scissors. I gotta keep shit nice and classy like that, you know what I'm saying, sweetie buns? So let's pour out that soy sauce and unleash the eggy wigs, and holy shit, that water's boiling over here. Gotta get those eggy wigs out pronto. Next, let's get this instant ramen out of here, just gotta snip this package open. Now let's get that block of instant noodles out of here, and whoa, what the hell is this? This block of instant noodles pretty much looks like what you can buy in America. I'm kind of surprised. I figured it'd be more buckwild somehow. I mean, after all, this is Japan, right? I was kind of half expecting that block of instant noodles to come out of the package with wings or something. I was expecting that block of instant noodles to be aerodynamic and future as fuck. Anyway, let's see what kind of flavor pack we got in here, and wow, just wow, that right there is a nice fucking flavor pack. So flash forward a few minutes, and it didn't take long for that ramen to cook up, so now it's time to strain it out. Now we gotta set that puppy aside and heat up some water separately to prepare the broth. After all, you don't want no starchy water now, do you? I think you best be starting off with a fresh batch of water, but hey, what do I know? I ain't no ramen aficionado, I'm just a simple man with a buck-wild motherfucking plan. Anyway, that broth is pretty much good to go, so let's take these noodles and pour them into the bowl, and holy shit, there's more noodles than I realized. That bowl is slammed full to the brim over here, and now it's time to pour that broth on as well. Now I might be a tad biased and all, but I just so happen to think that that bowl of instant ramen is looking swell as a motherfucking bell. So let me bring it over to the other room and get mentally prepared to take a taste. Mind you, I do still have those fixins I bought, but I want to taste the unadulterated version first. So let me grab some of these noodles, and holy shit, these rascals are all tangled together. That huge-ass wad of noodles is being uncooperative beyond belief. Nonetheless, let's jam them down the hatch. And wow, I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting a flavor explosion, but instead the taste was quite subtle. Maybe I'm just not in the right mood, so let me get a frosted glass and some beer on deck. Now, I'm not gonna let that modern art masterpiece distract me. I'm just gonna open up that can and let her flow. Gotta love that sweet, sweet sound of victory. Now I'm pouring that puppy out, and it's looking like the golden glass that dreams are made of. Basically, what I'm trying to say in a roundabout way is this is the beer that's gonna fill the void in my life that I never knew I had. It's gonna give me ephemeral pleasure at a superficial level, and I have a funny feeling I'm gonna love every second of it. So let's take us a sip. And wow, that beer actually ain't half bad. I got to admit I wasn't expecting much from a beer can with a hipster frog on the cover, but actually this beer is quite nice. In fact, if I were to rate it, I think I'd give it a 4 out of 5 dogs. I mean, this beer's got a slightly sweet, slightly citrusy, mildly hoppy flavor that has most definitely improved my life. In fact, that beer actually reinvigorated my soul and put me back in the mood to get some serious ramen action going down. Just gotta get me a little Menma here and a little eggy wigs there, but before I put that eggy wig in, I want you to see the inside of this bad boy. Now usually that yolk is only partially cooked, but this one seems to be fully cooked. Personally, I prefer that partially cooked one, but even this one is tasting real damn good. So right about now, I'm gonna put one eggy wig into that ramen, and I think I'd best be putting some spices into that ramen as well. First up, we got white pepper, which just so happens to be my favorite ramen spice, so let's put a few dashes in there. No more playing around, we gotta start kicking shit up a notch over here. And next up we got some black pepper. I figure I'll put a few dashes of that in as well. After all, I don't want to be a racist now, do I? And next up we got some chipotle. Now this isn't your typical ramen spice, but fuck it, I'm gonna have it my way, baby. Now take a look at that spice situation, ain't that a beaut? Now I just gotta give her a good old mix and spread those flavor enhancers all up in that bowl. So right about now, all those flavors are a mixin' and a minglin', so now it's time to take a big ass bite. So I chomped into that ramen so ferociously that I damn near lost control of that camera, and holy shit. The exact nanosecond that ramen pulverized my palate, I could taste some serious flavors popping off. With a few key adjustments, this bowl of ramen was converted from slightly mild to markedly buckwild. Shit just got amped up to a whole new level. I think initially this bowl of ramen was about a 2 out of 5 dogs, but now I'd put it at about a 4 out of 5 dogs. I mean, for instant ramen standards, it's almost as good as you can get. But that said, it's nowhere near as good as the best ramen you can get at a restaurant, that's for damn sure. Anyway, that's all the food I got for now, but if you want to see some more, you best be checking out my previous convenience store tour. It's about Japanese onigiri, and I got that link in the description box. And as always, thanks for watching this video. Why don't you leave a comment, let me know what you think.